Hello friends, if you like my videos, subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you. So in this video we are going to discuss about cultivation of bacteria, right? So why this cultivation of bacteria is done and how it is performed and what is the culture media which is used for the cultivation of bacteria. Each and everything will be detailedly explained in this video, right? So a microbial culture is a method of multiplying microorganisms by letting them to reproduce in predetermined culture media under controlled laboratory conditions, right? So it will be done under laboratory conditions, right? So here the culture media plays a major and vital role. Why? What is culture media actually? This culture media is a nutrient media which mainly help that particular bacterium to grow, right? You are going to select a particular bacterium, and if you want that bacterium in high quantity or as in large quantity, then you are going to add this culture media, which is a nutrient media, such that the bacterium will utilize this culture media and it will get developed. I mean, it will lead to growth, right? So how this cultivation of bacteria will be done and what is the culture media, we are going to know about it now. So in this video we are going to discuss about culture media in detail, and in the next video I am going to explain you the methods of cultivation of the bacteria, right? So we are going to discuss about culture media in this video. So now coming to the culture media. So what is culture media? I have said you before itself. Culture media is nothing but the nutritional media which contains particular nutrients which are responsible for the growth of a bacteria, right? So this culture media depends upon the nature of the bacterium. So the nutritional conditions of a culture media should exist in the natural habitat of the bacterium. So here, for example, if you take a bacterium, so if that bacterium will grow under the particular conditions by using penicillin, then you are going to add only penicillin, right? You are not going to add any other antibiotics. You are going to add only penicillin, right? So if you add that penicillin, then the particular bacterium will grow. If you add any other antibiotic, then that bacterium will not grow, right? So it depends upon the type of the bacterium which you are going to choose for the cultivation of the bacteria, right? So here the nutritional conditions of the culture media should exist in the natural habitat of the bacterium. And what does this culture media contains? It contains water, carbon source, nitrogen source, trace elements and growth factors. Carbon source is nothing but which contains energy. For example, if you take glucose, glucose is nothing but which is a carbon compound, right? 6 carbon compound. In that way, that carbon source is called as a sugars. Nitrogen source is nothing but if you take ammonia. So all of these are considered as a nitrogen source. And growth factors, so all of this plays a major and vital role for the growth of the bacterium. So if a single bacterium is chosen and if you add the nutritional conditions, I mean this culture media to it, then what will happen? Then that bacteria will consume this total culture media and it will lead to growth, right? So this culture media will be classified into 3 types: consistency, nutritional component and functional use. So based on this consistency, this culture media is again subclassified into 3 types. So what are they? So based on the consistency, this culture media is classified into 3 types. They are liquid media, solid media, semi-solid media. So coming to the liquid media. So if the bacteria is cultured in the test tubes or else in the bottles or flasks, then you are going to use liquid media. Okay. So normally the bacterium will get cultivated by using this test tubes itself. In the test tubes itself, this cultivation of the bacteria will be done. Not only in the test tubes, it will also cultivated in bottles, flasks, petri dishes. It depends upon your interest, right? So this liquid media is also called as broth. I mean, in some people will call it as a nutritional broth, right? So that nutritional broth is nothing but the liquid media which you are going to take. And here, if the bacteria is cultivated in the test tubes, bottles or flasks, then this liquid media or the nutrition broth will be used. And it is used for inoculum preparation. And here remember, this agar is not used in this liquid media. I mean, the agar is not present in this liquid media, right? But coming to the second one, solid media, if the cultivation of the bacteria is done in the petri dish, as if you see in the picture, you can understand what is petri dish, right? So if the cultivation of the bacteria is done in the petri dish, then you are going to use solid media, right? So now the solid media contains growth factors and agar plus nutrients. So here agar is absent in the liquid media, but coming to the solid media, agar is present. Agar plus nutrients is present along with the growth factors in this solid media. So the best example of the solid media you can take nutrient agar as well as a blood agar. So now coming to the third one, semi-solid media. The semi-solid media is mainly used for demonstrating or determining the bacterial mobility. So it will differentiate the bacteria whether it is a motile or non-motile, right? So these are the three type of media which is mainly used based on the consistency, right? So now we are going to, so firstly we have discussed about the consistency, based on the consistency. Now based on the nutrition component, again the nutritional media or as a culture media is again subclassified. So what are they? So based on the nutritional components, this culture media is again subclassified into three types. They are simple media, complex media, as well as the synthetic media. So firstly we are going to discuss about the simple media. Simple media is also called as basal media, right? So this normally the simple media is quite simple, where we are going to use for every type of cultivation of the bacteria. It is highly used, hence it is called as basal media. Okay, so the simple media contains nutrient broth and nutrient agar. So it contains nutrient broth as well as a nutrient agar. So this nutrient broth contains peptone, yeast extract, as well as the NaCl, sodium chloride, and this nutrient agar, nothing but contains agar, right? So here in this nutritional component, based on this nutritional component, the simple media contains agar. Okay, and now coming to the complex media, here in the simple media, we are going to use the simple media for every type of cultivation of the bacteria. But coming to the complex, you are not going to use it for every type of cultivation of the bacteria. Okay, so it is mainly used for the growth of the microorganisms, and the best and the media, the nutrients which are present in this complex media are casein, hydrolysate, as well as the yeast extract. So or else either it is both, you can use any one. Okay, in this complex media. Coming to the synthetic media, it is specially prepared media for research purposes. For research purposes, this synthetic media is used. Okay, so the best example of this synthetic media is peptone water. Okay, so peptone water is nothing but which contains 1% of peptone plus 0.5% of NaCl in H2. Actually, the water will get mixed with NaCl, and that mixture will be taken as 0.5%, and it will get mixed with 1% peptone, and that solution is called as peptone water. And this is a synthetic media which will be used by the researchers or as the scientists for their research purposes. Okay, so here we have classified this culture media based on the consistency as well as based on the nutritional component, right? Nutritional component also we have been classified. So now coming to the third classification, based on the functional use. So based on the functional use, this culture media is classified again into four types. They are enriched media, selective media, differential media, as well as the transport media. So firstly we are going to discuss about enriched media. So here if you see, this enriched media contains extra nutrients. It contains extra nutrients rather than other media. It contains extra nutrients. So what are those extra nutrients? Blood, serum, egg yolk, etc. There are different type of nutrients which are present, which mainly help for the growth of the bacterium, right? So it mainly promotes growth of wanted bacteria and inhibit the other unwanted bacteria. So this bacteria solution, if you are going to take as a sample, contains the wanted bacteria as well as unwanted bacteria. So this, what does this enriched media will do? It promotes the growth of wanted bacteria, which is also called as desired bacteria. But it will inhibit, or else it doesn't promote the other one, the growth of other unwanted bacteria. Okay, so this is the main purpose of the enriched media. For example, if you take the enriched media, examples of enriched media, like if you take chocolate agar, blood agar, selenite F broth, which is mainly used for the isolation of salmonella, typhoid fever. The salmonella typhi is a bacteria which is mainly responsible for causing the typhoid fever, right? So it is mainly used for the isolation of salmonella. And tetrathionate broth, it is mainly used for inhibiting coliforms. And alkaline peptone water, it inhibits Vibrio cholera. So these are the type of enriched media, examples of the enriched media which you are going to take for your purposes. And I've come into the second one, selective media, right? So selective media, the name itself indicates that the selective media is used for selective nutrient substance. It contains only selective nutrient substance, right? So selective nutrient substance is nothing but it is mainly used only for a particular bacteria to growth, for to undergo the growth. Okay, so it contains selective nutrient substance which mainly inhibit or of desired bacterium. Okay, so it mainly inhibit the growth of the desired bacterium, right? Hence the name itself indicates selective media, and it contains antibiotics, dyes, chemicals, etc. Okay, so the best examples of selective media you can take thiamartin medium, EMB agar, dyes, methylene blue. Here the example of the dyes are methylene blue. Actually this EMB agar is mainly used to promote the growth of gram negative bacteria, and this dyes is mainly used to promote the growth of gram positive bacteria. And Campi is nothing but Campylobacter agar. It is mainly used for the isolation of Campylobacter jejuni bacterium. Okay, so coming to the third one, differential media. So it is also called as indicator media. So this media is mainly used to distinguish one organism from other growing on the same media. So there are if you take this type of media, then different type of bacteria will lead to growth, right? So if you use this differential media, then it can show the difference what type of bacteria is present inside that, right? So it differentiates it. So this is the main purpose of the differential media, and it mainly helps in detecting the microorganisms, different type of microorganisms by using this differential media. So the contents which are present in the differential media are bread agar, streptococcus in methylene blue, right? It is mainly used for the fermentation processes. I mean, for the fermentation of lactose as well as the sucrose. And MAC conky, MCK, it is shortly abbreviated as MCK, and XGL plates. So these are the type of nutrition media which are going to take in the form of differential media for the cultivation of the bacterium. And now coming to the fourth one, transport media. So for example, here the transport media is nothing but it is a media which is mainly used if the bacteria will undergo the transportation. I mean, from one place to, for the researchers, if the researchers want the bacteria to transport it to other place, then they will carry that bacteria into the other places, right? So in that carrying, what will happen, that the bacteria will get disturbed or else it will get contaminated. To prevent that, we are going to use this transport media. So that bacteria which will get transported from one place to another, it will get its nutrition from this transport media. You are going to add this transport media into the test tubes or else in the petri dishes. Okay, so it is a special media formulated to preserve that bacteria culture, which gonna be transported from one place to another. So the nutrients which are present in the transport media, or as examples, like if you take amy's medium with charcoal, amy's medium without charcoal, Carey and Blair medium, and Stott's medium. So these are the type of media which is present in the classification of this transport media, which is mainly used for the particular bacteria if it get transported from one place to another, right? So this is the information which I wanted to give you about this culture media. So in next video we are going to discuss about methods which are mainly used for the cultivation of the bacteria. So if you like this video, just do like and subscribe, and if you have any doubts regarding this topic, you can comment in the comment box. We are going to clarify your doubts immediately. Thank you.